Conscious leadership is a very important program to Cisco. As we live in an ever-increasingly virtualized world, we need to humanize ourselves again every now and then. Conscious leadership allows us to step back and take a holistic view as to what we're doing as an organization, as leaders within this organization.
Conscious leadership is going to make a huge impact to Cisco, and I think it is already. With the small amount of people that have already graduated, that movement's really growing, and the effect is rippling throughout the organization.
The Conscious Leadership program for me was really about learning about myself and how I behaved and how I was thinking and what I was doing was impacting other people, and how I could be more deliberate and more conscious and aware of the impact I was having on other people, and if that was the impact I wanted to have.
After completing the Conscious Leadership program, I found I had much more range in terms of my ability to manage people. One of the other key things was I brought myself, my personality came back to Cisco. I managed much more as me rather than trying to be somebody that I thought the company wanted me to be.
So what the course meant to me was that being at Cisco, it was giving me permission to be myself. Whereas a lot of the time at Cisco, people talk about the Cisco way of doing things. And it meant that I could be open, speak my mind and be authentic, because that's what the course was enforcing in us, which was absolutely brilliant.
Over 2 or 3 working sessions, you very quickly develop a foundation of trust, because you're all there for the same purpose, which is to develop yourself, to improve yourself as a leader, and to understand more about yourself. And you can only do that if you open yourself up to other people and their different perspectives. And it's actually the diversity of the people in the group which really gives the power in terms of the education and the learning which you have collectively. So that was a tremendously powerful thing for me.
We have a scenario, certainly in Cisco, where we may before have looked at a little bit of a blame culture and looked above us and said, actually, this is all their fault. It's nothing to do with us. This allows us to take just a different perspective and work more closely, whether it's our senior leadership team or with one another, with our peers, and find a better common ground and actually find a better way of getting things done. So I think that in itself is a big impact for us as an organisation.
The thing about conscious leadership for me is that the group comes together stronger than any other group that I've ever experienced. And the main thing is because of the degree of trust that is cemented during the 6-month period in which you work together.
Conscious leadership and some of the things that you do on the programme is completely different from anything else that you will have ever experienced. It is so far away from a traditional training course that you'll ever do. You'll do experiential things, you will be taken out of your comfort zone, but you'll have lots of fun with it and lots of laughs.
It is the most dramatically life-changing course that you can do from a business education perspective. It also impacts on your personal life, I think, because it forces you to confront aspects of your personality, because who you bring to work is not different from the person who you are at home.
When you come on conscious leadership, the one thing I would say is be prepared to discover a lot about yourself, face your own demons, or gremlins as they may be called, and have fun.